Hey guys, Tall Paul here. Got another cigar review I'm going to do for you guys. Today I've got the Viaje Zombie, released this past May of 2012. Kind of a neat looking cigar. First cigar I've seen that has a cap foot. Guess they did this last year on their Zombie as well. And they had a lot of, I guess, burn issues because the humidity, it wouldn't humidify properly. There was a lot of wet spots on the wrapper and within the cigar itself. So this year they put a almost like a vent hole or pinhole in the foot of the cigar. You can see that there. Just kind of a plain band. There's green Zombie. Box is kind of neat. It's a long box. It's a box of 20. The front says Zombie. And inside, proceed at your own risk. And there, you'd have the 20 sticks. This will be the third one of these I've had. I wanted to try a couple before I did the review and really give you guys an idea on what these things are all about. They didn't make many of them. I want to say it was 150 boxes of 20. Again, released back in May of this year, May 18th. Wrapper, binder, and filler all from Nicaragua. It's a 52 by 4 5/8. Nice, really nice dark brown wrapper. It's got a bit of tooth, not a lot of veins. I mean, couple prominent veins. Wrapper's wrapped nice and tight. That's about it for the pre-light description here. I'll go ahead and light this up, clip it, light it up, and see how it goes. I'm going to attempt to light the cap foot. I'm not going to cut the foot itself. I've read a couple reviews where guys have cut the cap and also guys have burnt the cap. The last two I did, I burnt the cap. So I'm going to keep it the same and give it a shot. Alright guys, got it all lit up. Like I said, I've took a few draws on it now, but I lit the capped foot. It's burnt past the cap, but immediately I've noticed with the Viaje, just like I noticed this year with the C4 with the capped foot, is the burn immediately takes a southern turn there. Right in that one spot. That was like a dry spot or something. But other than that, it stayed nice past the tip, starting to make its way down the cigar. We'll see how that evens off, but other than that, right off the bat, I get a lot of spice. Yeah, like a lot of peppery spice. Not a blast, not really killing me with spice, but that's all I can really notice at first. I took a few pre-light draws off the bat, but even with clipping it and lighting the foot the way it was capped, you could barely draw anything through it. It almost felt completely plugged. But once it started burning and you're able to suck some air through there, it started to burn nice, and you were able to draw on the cigar. The initial draw was very, very tough with the foot the way it was. I'll give this a run through the first third and get right back to you guys after that first third. Let you know if it changes at all and see if that burn changes. I know a couple of the reviews I read, every cigar review I read so far, they had the same burn issues. We'll see if that changes. Alright, so I'm back at it here, guys. I guess we're going to call this the first third. I mean, there's no way to describe it without showing you how bad this actual burn is. Um, the other two I smoked did the exact same thing. I touched them up a lot. This one here I'm not going to touch up at all, seeing as it's a review. I want to really smoke the cigar the way it should be smoked and not have to touch it up and see how bad it really gets, I guess. It almost seems like it's not even burning on that far edge anymore. We'll see if it dries up enough to catch up at all. But the flavor profile has definitely changed. At first, if you remember me saying, it had a real blast of pepper, strong pepper taste. I was a little worried the first one I smoked that it was going to do that the whole cigar. And the other two that I smoked didn't. I mean, did the same thing. Just that very first, I don't know, half an inch was real peppery. And now as it's starting to get down into this point here, I'm getting a cocoa flavor with like, I don't know, almost like hints of coffee, but more cocoa flavor than anything at the moment. Just having that double cap cigar, I guess, is not letting it humidify properly. I mean, these were released in, like I said, May. I bought them, I think, the first week of June. It's now September. It's been in my humidor since then at 65, 63, and still hasn't evened off, I guess. I mean, it's been five months. Still hasn't evened off. Even with the pinhole. I mean, they added that pinhole to their cap foot cigars now, since the original release of the Zombie last year, because they had such bad burn issues, and still, even this year with the pinhole, it's still having burn issues. So I'll run this thing down to the band and see how we get for flavor. Again, really shitty burn. Kind of depressing how bad the burn is. At this point, I would have torched it already to even it off on with the lighter, but I'll let it ride out, see how bad it gets, and review it that way for you guys. Alright, here we are, guys. Back at it. Burn is still not as bad as it was, but it's still pretty bad. Now part of the burn is just touching the band. I did notice right about when that one spot got to the band, I noticed a blast of pepper. It was very short. Not as drastic as the beginning, but did get that blast. Cocoa went away. Now just nothing but smooth tobacco. Still pretty creamy. Those hints of coffee are still in there. That blast definitely dropped out a little bit, but right before it got to the band, it really blasted up with pepper. You could see some of the wrapper left in some of the spots from this shitty humidification, I guess, of the cigar. Other than that, some really nice gray white ash there. That initial ash didn't hold up at all. Almost as soon as I put the cigar down for a minute, it dropped off. But yeah, no more pepper at the moment. Back to that smooth tobacco, creamy tobacco with the hints of coffee in there. I'm going to go ahead and pull the band off and come back to this once we get down to the nub. See if we get any more pepper blast or any strength, major strength, like I originally read that it was going to be. Alright guys, cigar's just about finished up. Final thoughts. It had that initial blast of pepper right off the start. Got into that smooth, little bit of cocoa flavor through the first third. It had the hints of coffee that hung out pretty well through almost the rest of the cigar, but lots of smooth tobacco flavor. Not very, very strong tobacco. Just the main thoughts on the cigar is just the burn. I mean, just awful all the way through the entire cigar. I mean, we're down to the end here. It's still as bad as it was. Those spots of wrapper are still hanging on the ash. This ash is about to drop off any second, I would imagine. That blast of pepper as we were coming up to the band, I mean, it was very short. Didn't hang out, which I'm glad, because I don't like those extreme blasts of strong peppery cigars. Little bit of pepper's nice, but not like this was. This was like just an extreme blast of pepper, real short, probably for a half-inch, quarter-inch of the cigar. But it's back to that nice tobacco flavor with the hints of coffee in there. I dropped the ash. But yeah, all around, I mean, I'm not too disappointed with the cigar. The burn has been the best it's been through the whole cigar as of now here at the nub. But still, I mean, for such a limited release, such a small quantity of these things, you'd hope that they would be performing much better than they are. Almost even out at this point. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Again, Viaje 2012 release of the Zombie. Only 150 boxes made of 20. Binder, wrapper, and filler, all Nicaraguan. 4 5/8, I think I said, by 52. All around a good smoke. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one.